you're looking for something really delicious and good for you and comforting all at the same time, I have just the recipe for you. It's a turkey sloppy joe with sweet potato. Alrighty, half of an onion, my fave, half an onion. Theoretically, you use the other half later in the week. Dice your onion, and then 1 large sweet potato. You want to peel it. This is a really nice big sweet potato. If you have 2 small ones, that's fine too. You can leave the peel on if you'd like. It does have a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it, but if you want to take it off, it's completely your choice, and that is what the recipe says, so that's what I'm doing. Then just cut it into dice, relatively small, I'd say about 1/2 inch. It's gonna cook really nice and quickly. This whole mixture does not take very long to cook. I would say that's about 2 cups, which is a lot out of 1 potato, right? Okay, over here, with a tablespoon of olive oil, saute your onion and the sweet potato together. So medium heat, stir it around, and while that's happening, I'm gonna mince up those garlic cloves, and then I'm gonna show you a really great side dish to serve with this. It's crispy kale chips. After about 8 minutes, you're gonna add your garlic. You don't wanna add it too early so that it doesn't burn. So just mince that up and set it aside until you're ready. I know you're thinking, I want regular potato chips. I don't care about kale. You're gonna care about kale after you make this recipe. It's the gateway kale recipe. I guarantee it. Even your kids will like it. Have your oven preheating at 350. Remove the kale from the stems, about 1 bunch of kale. You can use the curly kale, which is what I'm using, or you can use the flat kale, which is called lacinato or Tuscan kale. That works really well too. Those have a tendency to come in smaller bunches though, so I might get 2 bunches if I was gonna use that. You can cut your kale just into 2-inch pieces and then put them on a baking sheet. Toss with about a tablespoon of olive oil. This is supposed to be lower fat, so don't be too generous. And then season with salt. Give it a nice toss so it's nicely coated. And then it goes in a 350-degree oven until it crisps up like a chip. That should take about 15 minutes or so. You're not gonna believe it. You're gonna say, why did I not know about this before? These have softened enough. I'm gonna add my turkey. It's 1 pound of ground turkey instead of beef. That's another way that this recipe is light. Season with a little bit of salt. You want to cook the turkey just like you would cook ground meat, so you want to cook it until it no longer looks raw. You usually do that breaking up the turkey with the back of a spoon. This should take about 6 minutes. Feel free to speed up the process by turning your heat to extra, extra high. Just keep an eye on it though, because turkey's low in fat and you don't want all this stuff to burn. While this is cooking, you can measure out the rest of your ingredients. We already have diced tomatoes, and then you need 1/3 cup of ketchup. Yes, it is the classic flavoring component for sloppy joes. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. You're well on your way to having dinner now. Now that the turkey has changed color, I feel that it is time to add the rest of the ingredients. You can just add your 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. You can always dice your own tomatoes from whole tomatoes if you want. The ketchup and Worcestershire sauce mixture goes in. I wouldn't skip it. Even if you think, oh, ketchup, it's good and you need it. Oh, forgot. I didn't add the garlic. All right, I'm gonna add it right now in a little pile of oil that I'm gonna add. Just a teeny tiny touch. Don't tell anyone, all right? Just make sure that you give it a little fry. If you too forget to add the garlic, fry it up a little bit here on the side. If you just add it in raw, it's not gonna taste the same. I shouldn't be doing this, and it is a little cheatery, but I don't wanna leave it out. It's a really important flavoring, so just fry it a little bit before you mix it in with the rest. Whew. That's taken care of. Just cook this mixture until the sweet potatoes are tender and the turkey meat is cooked through and everything sort of melts together into one. That should take about 6 minutes or so. There's not a lot of moisture in here. If you feel like your pan is getting a little too dry, just add a drop of water. I don't know, a tablespoon or 2. This looks like it's almost done. Let's check on the crisps. Yay! Yay, they're crisp. Can you believe how much these shrank down? Was that not filling the entire tray earlier? Ridiculous. Let's plate, shall we? Take a roll, any kind of roll you like, but I like potato rolls. Do you like potato rolls? We love potato rolls here at Everyday Food. They just have such a great texture. Spoon some mixture on your bun. This is where the sloppy comes in with the sloppy joe. You want to have enough on there that it starts falling all over the place. Otherwise, it's not a real sloppy joe. The sweet potatoes add a lot of bulk, so you're getting twice as much in your belly with not twice as much meat, which is really nice. And then a couple of those crisps. You're gonna want the whole plate for yourself though. They don't look like much, but they taste great. And you've got a healthier sloppy joe that everybody in your family is gonna love.